Hi guys, hello. It's Darlene with Talkator. Happy Friday. How are you guys? We made it. TGIF guys. Thank goodness it is Friday. We made it through the week. And tomorrow I get to sleep in. Yay. Happy Friday, guys. Hope you had a good week. I had a pretty good week. We had our ups and downs, and some people had a hard time. We're still praying for them. We still have them on our prayer list. Anyways, guys, I have the Leaning Ladder blocks today. I actually painted a whole set first because I wanted to see how they looked, and I couldn't choose which ones, so I let you guys choose which ones I was painting today. The other ones will be available, but you know, you will probably like the one that I'm painting today. That was the one that I looked at and I like, okay, out of all the blocks here, which will be the most popular? And guess what? The ones that you chose are the ones that I thought too. These, all the other ones will be available. I can't wait to show you with the camera because I kind of have it backwards for you guys. I'll be painting one of the ladders also, and yes, these do go in our older ladders. It's the same block size. It's off by like maybe one 32nd of an inch is smaller by that, just so that it fits. I want to make sure that they fit. And guys, if you ever have a problem with a block not fitting, it probably is just barely. Like if you got paint on the edge, it's not going to fit in. Just sand it. Yeah, you shouldn't ever have a problem with it. But let me know. Let me know if you ever do, and I can send you a replacement block part. All the rest of the stuff should fit just fine. So this is our Christmas winter one. We might have another Christmas one later on. This could just be for winter because it is snowman. So there might be another Christmas one coming. You never know. You never know. But this pattern had 9 different blocks, and I just couldn't choose. I'm like, they're all cute. So I want to give you other options too, because we have these little stands that I make. I'm going to start posting them so that you guys can purchase them. I'll put like four stands up for sale. And you could just take, if you wanted to do extra blocks, you could just take these, and these could go in a tiered tray. So I think they're super cute, just like that. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. Let me see who's here. Happy Friday, guys. If you're out there watching, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. I'm going to make sure that I am live. It says I'm live. Here's my comments. There's some comments. Good. I'm just not showing up on my own phone yet. Isn't that funny? I have to refresh it and refresh it. And let me turn down the volume, of course. There we go. How was your day yesterday, guys? Gosh, we got a lot done. Poor postman. I mean, just we still had so many packages going out. I think I have one today. Like our heaviest package going out yesterday was 60 pounds worth of product that one of you guys ordered. Yeah, 60 pounds. That's a big box. So that's a lot of stuff. Most of them were like between 2 pounds and 10 pounds, but yeah, some of you guys went a little crazy. Let me see who's here, guys. Happy Friday. Hi, Sarah. How are you? Hi, Tony. Good morning. Hi, Karen Ross. Hi, Bridget. Good morning. Hi, Vicky. Hello, Cheryl. Good morning, Deb, my sister. Hi, Melissa. Thanks, Tony. Hi, Carol. How are you? Happy Friday, guys. If you are not a designer, I would love if you would sprinkle the video and we will get this out to more people. I can't wait to show you this. Okay, so I'm going to put you down. We're going to get started right away. We're going to get started right away. I just love this one. It's just so much fun. Okay, so where's my correct screen? You guys. Oh, let me see if I can straighten it just a little bit before I switch it over. Let me see. There we go. It just gets bumped or like earthquake or whatever. Thanks for sprinkling, Cheryl. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Look at this. Look at all these little cuties. See why I couldn't decide which one to do for you guys? Because they're all so darn cute. And we're gonna paint one of the ladders too. So I don't have the older style ladders anymore. I love the little house one. It's really cute. Let me just scooch these over so I can go in closer. for you guys, but I love these colors. This color, I can't remember what it was, is back in the other room. But I kind of blended colors together to try to get just the right shade of blues. Okay, let me just move these down. I'm trying to get a little bit closer for you. So the left column here is the ones that you picked. And that's the ones that I had picked out. I was like, I wonder which ones they'll like the best. Oh, thank you. My shirt is really comfy. It's older. Hi, Sylvia. You need coffee? Oh, I need coffee too. I had 1 cup. That's not enough. Oh, Carol, you didn't get a notification. That does not surprise me. But hopefully Facebook will start getting better. You never know. Aren't these cute though? So this was the one that was the most popular. So we're gonna do this one. I let you guys choose, and then this was next. So these little skates are super cute. Look at that. They're detailed. There's a lot of layers. So I'll have these other ones available. I'll break them up like this. On the website, this will be like selection A, and this will be B, and this will be C. So you'll be able to choose. So if you want more, like I said, you can. I'm gonna have the little stands available. So you could just use some of them for decoration. You could just put it on a tiered tray or put it here and there. You can take it, if you work, you can take it to your office and just put it on these little stands. Aren't they cute? The little stands are great. They just slide together. They're just like the ones from our tiered tray. But I know, it is so cute. Hi, Tina. How are you? Okay, let's get started. Let's move all these things. I love how these turned out. I actually did not bring in my cheat sheet at all. So I'm going to set these to the side. These are going to be my cheat sheet so that I know what to do. And you guys, they don't have to turn out the same. You can paint them any color that you want. Okay, so I basically use the same color. My blue is different in here. I used a different blue in there. I think I used Calypso. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to use a different blue. I'm going to use Aqua Sky, and we'll just go a little bit lighter. But aren't these fun? I just love these. Can you see why I couldn't decide? Why I had to have you guys decide. Hi, Janine, how are you? Let me just move that over there. And let's do this. Let's just paint on a small little thing. See if I can find one that's better than that. That one's looking a little pathetic. How about this one? Okay, and then we'll paint this part. I think we can just do it by itself. Okay, this is an easy way for me to take the blocks out. I think I can just take the top off and then slide them over. Okay, so maybe it'll work. I don't know. I might have too many pieces for this. I might need another one of these small. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll do another small one. We'll do another small one for this stuff, maybe. So when you're doing the ladder, don't paint this part. Don't paint the back part. You don't need to paint that, because if you paint that, then sometimes the pieces don't fit in there. Okay, so we have our snowman. I'm just going to sort out pieces. We'll put words over here. I know I should just get out the big. I should have just cut out the big thing. It's okay. I might need to do that anyways. You know what? We'll probably just use it. Put this over here and do this after. Oops, it had dropped onto the floor. Yeah, of course it did. Of course it dropped onto the floor. Now I'm like, do I just get out the big one? Oh, help me. Always. Okay, let me grab it off the floor so puppies don't grab it. Where'd it go? There it is. Feels like a Monday. I'm glad you can't see me. I'm like almost standing on my head trying to get this off the floor. Okay, there we go. Let me put my up to my size. The size of the squares are 1.34. It's or 4.34 or something like that. They're the same size that I use on all of my other ones. I know I love the stands too. They're consistent with the blocks that I've done all along. So they didn't change. The same size as all of my blocks have been. So if you have bought them before, they'll be able to fit into your little ladder. Look at that. I'm gonna have to move stuff. I knew I should have brought out the little, the big tray. Okay, there we go. All right, let's just keep going. All our little pieces here. Okay, so this is all one piece. This is like that. And then we got all these little pieces, the scarf, And then the buttons are black. And then the heart is red. I'm trying to keep the things with the things. Okay, so trying to keep them close to what they are. Okay, so there we go with that. And then we have Frosty. And then we'll do the ladder while these are drying. We'll do the ladder. So we have our little Frosty. I'll just separate everything. Okay. All right. So there we go. So now let's just start painting. I can measure the blocks for you later. It's like 4.34 or something like that. They're square. They're a certain size, but they fit. If you've got the ladders before, you'll be able to put them right in the same ladder that that we've used before. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's paint. Let's do everything that is royal navy. Let's do all our dark colors. So we have this, and then we have Frosty. Okay, so this is a dark navy blue. It's called Royal Navy, and it just kind of looks like the sky. Oh, you're getting crazy rain. Hi, Cynthia. New York's getting crazy rain. That's really odd, huh? Was it hot yesterday and now you have rain? Is it going to be really humid? And sometimes that happens here, like or like in Arizona and in New Mexico, like the monsoon season where it just all of a sudden rains and it's really hot and humid. Okay, we'll do the word Frosty. I think those are the only things that are dark blue. I'm looking at my cheat sheet down here, which is the ones that I already painted. But I wanted to show you guys how I paint this, and I'll paint up the ladder. While these are all drying, I will paint up a ladder so that you guys can see that. Let me just kind of move my stuff around. Okay, next color. Next color. Let's do all our white. Okay, so let's grab this. Let's do all of our white. Our white is going to be snowman, of course. So let's start with this snowman, and then this snowman's going to be white. Crazy heat in Texas. Yeah, oh wow, that's crazy. Humid right now. Oh, Cynthia, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It gets really humid. Hi, Carrie, how are you? Good morning. Okay, so let's do all of our white. Okay, so the top of his hat is black. You can stop right there. There's a hat, the brim of the hat. Okay, and then all of the snowflakes are going to be white. So I just kind of tap at them. And then this whole thing here is white, the Let It Snow, but we're gonna apply some other stuff to it, like some of the glitter paint over the top of the snowflakes to make it kind of shine. And let's see, what else is Baby It's Cold is white. And you know what? You can do yours any color you want. You don't have to do it the same as I do it. Okay? You can choose to do it a different color. If you have a different theme in mind, you can do that. Like you could do reds and greens. That would be cute. I just like the dark blue and the lighter blue. Okay, there's that. All right, next color. Next color. What's my next color? All right, and I'm trying to keep my paintbrushes so they're not falling onto my wall. I always have that issue. Okay, this one. Hi, Doris, my sister. Happy Friday. And Tony has crazy heat in Texas. Yeah, it's been hot here. I'm just, it just has been. It has been hot. So we're going to do our light blue. So aqua sky. This box can be light blue. The scarves are going to be light blue. What else is light blue? That's it. Okay, so aqua sky. On the other one, I used a different blue. I just decided, I'm going to try the aqua sky with this one. And I do a lot of like dry brushing with the actual paintbrush. It's kind of weird. I just was doing a little bit of highlights here and there with my paintbrushes, not with the chippy brushes. So I'll show you how I did that. It's kind of like highlighting the edges and putting some shadows here and there. Okay, there's that, and here's, did I get it all? Oh my goodness. And then this one here. So I was supposed to be heading up to the cabin, but we're going next week, and I really hate to waste gas. I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I going to spend money on gas going up twice? So I decided, you know what? I'm not. I just, I don't know. I think the older that I get, the more I am about money, you know, saving money on silly things like that. I hate having to put gas into my truck. I don't drive it very often, and for me to have to fill up twice, fill up before I go and then fill up there, I'm like, no, no. We're going up next weekend. We have my daughter's family, and then lots of neighbors are going up and staying at the little campground there. They're bringing up their trailers, their motorhomes, etc., and we'll just be at our cabin. But it's going to be fun. So that's next weekend, and we're actually going early. So we're going to be going either Thursday night or early Friday morning next week. So I will be gone a little bit. So I'll let you know my schedule as we get closer, what we decide to do. I prefer to drive when there's not traffic. So whenever we do leave, it just has to, I hate driving through traffic. It's terrible. Because if you leave here at the wrong time, it will take you 4.5 hours to get up there, which is just insane. That's just too much driving through traffic for me. I just can't even. But if you leave right after the morning traffic and there's no traffic on the road, it can take you 2.5 hours. So either 4.5 hours or 2.5 hours. So take your pick. I would much rather do less traffic. Okay, so this is just black. All right, so gonna do the top of the hat. I'm just kind of doing it with the brim of the hat's gonna be there, so you don't have to worry. Okay, what else is black? Oh, the little button over here. Okay, so that's all that's black. And then we have red hearts, we have our orange nose, and then this is going to be silver, like a grayish, not silver, but gray. So let me get that. Oh, do I have my little cheeky thing? I think I do have a little cheeky thing in the drawer. Let me just scooch this up just a little bit. Hi, Sandy, how are you? Happy Friday. We're painting, these are for our leaning ladder. And I'm going to actually do a leaning ladder too. So that will be next. What we'll do, we could just let these things dry while we're painting the leaning ladder. Okay, so heart and heart. We'll do the cheekies with the red also. And then our orange is going to be, what color did I choose? For the carrot nose is going to be spice pumpkin. And we don't need very much. We just need like a little drop of that. Just a little dab will do you. A little dab right there. Okay, so let me just do that. Okay, and now we're gonna do our gray. We'll do the cheekies. We'll have to dry it before we do the cheeks. Hi Pam, how are you? Cheryl, watch the replay. Gotta go. Oh, Dr. said that is awesome. How cool is that? Tell them congratulations. I love that. That's so neat. I love to hear things like that. Especially, being adopted myself, just even if it's just a step, your stepfather adopting you, I think it's just really amazing. That's a great thing. How cool is that to be wanted? Not just brought into this earth because you were birthed, but you're wanted. You are wanted. You are loved. That is so cool. Okay, so that gray is slate gray. And now we're going to dry and we're going to do a little bit of highlighting and we'll do the cheekies. Let me grab my little cheeky brushes somewhere. Somewhere in here are the little cheek things. I didn't get them out. Darn it. I did not grab them, but they're in here. I just know it. They have to be because, yeah, there's one. I bet I could use the same one and just make it bigger. Okay, we're gonna do that. So I have my little cheeky brush. It's actually a little stencil, but let's dry this. We have to dry this. We got to do eyeballs. Let's dry. Hi, Brendana. How are you? Hi, Sarah. This gets loose sometimes. Okay, let's dry. It's actually pretty dry. We're going to be doing some dry brushing on these. All right, that's probably good for now. And we're going to take a paper towel. We're going to do cheekies with our red. We're going to get off as much as we can. Do I see it? Let me see. Oh, that's another one. Okay, so we're going to use some red. We're going to dip the little stencil brush in there. It's a little dauber. I'm going to twist it onto here and get most of that off. You don't want a lot on there. I'm going to stand up so I can do this. We're going to give him some cheekies. 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 Okay, and same thing over here. Cheekies. Cheekies. Okay, before we assemble it, we're going to do our line work. We're going to have to go in with a marker and do that, because when I painted it, I painted over that. But you can see it. So I don't worry about the fact that I painted over it, because, guys, you can just use a marker to go over the lines. Okay, using a stylus to do our little eyeballs. So 1, 2. Remember, this takes a while to dry. Okay, so the dots, don't, just be careful so that you don't mess them up. All right, let me get our little marker, and I'll do my little X's. I'm just using oh, maybe this one's not the one that works. I have one that I need to toss. Oh, yeah, this is going in the trash. This one's going in the trash. I think this one's a good one. This is the Identi-Pen. You can use extra fine Sharpie. Yeah, there we go. That works. And I'm just going over the X's on the mouth. And then on the other one, it's just like a little half smile. It's not a full smile. I'm just going over those lines. Just like that, okay? And then I'm going to use the little stylus to put a little white dot. I'm too good, just had a few minutes this morning. Oh, nice, nice. Glad you could jump on for a moment. Welcome. Oh, I need some white. Actually, I can just use it out of the cap. I'm just going to put some little highlights on the cheekies. So take your stylus, you can dip it into your lid, and then just put a little dot at the top of the cheek on each one. And that just kind of gives it a little highlight. I just like to do that. Okay. All right. So now let's do our little details on here. Like we're going to use our metallic stuff. Remember this? It's like a frosty metallic. It says white pearl. I don't know. We're going to put some of that on there. And that's just going to go on the snowflakes. So I'm going to grab another brush. I have so many brushes, guys. Okay, I'm going to grab another brush, and I'm just going to put this on the snowflakes. Okay, so, and it'll dry really quickly. So I only have a couple of, and actually I could put it on the Baby It's Cold. That would be cute to have it on there. I'm just kind of pouncing it. Okay, and then I'm going to try to be careful and just put it on the snowflakes here. I'm just using the corner of this to get some on the snowflakes. A little bit more. A little bit more. And then we're going to do some dry brushing with white. We're going to put some like streaks and stuff through this so it looks like a snowstorm. Okay, so we're just going to do the edges first, and then I'm just going to just go like this to just get it so that it's not just solid blue, that it actually looks like a snowstorm. And same thing with this one. And then we're gonna put some polka dots on these, on some of them, not all of them. So I'm just, oh, this one actually is this one's not going to show on the edges. I need to do that because it has a frame around it. So we're just going to do some of this, and same with this. We're just going to go around the edges. So this would be like using your ink pad, but we're not. We're using a brush. just kind of go like that. And then I actually do want to put some on my scarves. I'm going to add a little bit of my frosting, basically, and on the hat brim. I'm just using the edges of my white paintbrush. I painted with white with this. So I'm just using that to just kind of put some white on certain things. So just kind of dragging it Just putting a little bit of detail in there to have, just so that it's not just plain. And on the word frosty. Okay, I think we're good with all that. And now we can go ahead and we can put polka dots on the things that need polka dots. If anybody has questions along the way, just pop them in there. And if you love this, give me some hearts. I would love to have some hearts. Okay, we're going to do white dots like it's snow. So let me put some over here. And let's see. Let me look at my sample. Okay, so these are further apart on this one. So you can just kind of space them apart, and you can do bigger or little depending on what you want. Just kind of random here and there. And there is going to be the snowman on here. So some of these are going to be covered up by the snowman. All right. And we still have to paint the leaning ladder. I feel like I'm starting to get closer together. It's okay. They're random. So however it turns out is absolutely fine. Okay, that's probably good. Right there. Yeah. And then these are closer together. So you're just going to, these ones are just, is it on this one? Oh, it's not. Actually, this one didn't have any. Scratch that. But I mean, it actually doesn't even matter. So I'm just going to take my paper towel and I'm going to wipe that off. But you could put dots on there. There's no rhyme or reason to it. But I'm going to do it like the other one. Okay, so I'll do it like my sample. Okay, this one, there's little dots here and there, a lot more together. So the dots are gathered together more closely. And there's a little bit smaller. So you can do more dots with your, when you're dip dotting like that, you can do more dots because they are smaller. Okay, and then we have to glue everything together. So I think we should glue these together before we paint the ladder, don't you think? I think so. I think so. Okay, there's that. Let's dry it really quickly, and then we can assemble. See, they paint up really quickly. The blocks always paint pretty quickly. How are you guys? Hi, Julie. Hi, April. We're doing our Christmas winter leaning ladder blocks. Okay, let's dry this. We're just kind of trying to dry the dots. We know that those dots are not going to dry that quickly. We know that it's going to take longer than that for them to dry. We're just kind of drying the surface, and we're going to be careful with it. All right. Okay, let's start to assemble. We're going to grab our glue. Hopefully it's going to cooperate with us today. Hi, Mary. How are you? Happy Friday. Okay, this one goes on here. We can kind of assemble it, and then this goes on here. So this one's super easy, just like that. Let me just kind of scooch this stuff up, and we're just going to do them one at a time. If I have to grab my new glue, I will. I'm going to shake, shake, shake. I want to get all the glue out of here that I can, but I don't want us to have to wait forever. Hello? Is it time? It might be time to switch. Let me just grab the other glue that's brand new. And of course I dropped the lid. Of course I did. I'll be getting that in a moment. You know that I can't do anything without making a mess or dropping it, right? Just put a little bit of glue. You don't need glue along the whole thing. Just put some here and there. And just kind of try not to make a mess. Try not to be Darlene. Okay, and just go ahead and put that on there. And this part, it lines up. So just go ahead and wiggle it, get it in line there. And then this one, you're going to just put some on the back of it. The brand of the white pearl paint. Let me get that for you. I'm thinking it's Deco Art, but it might not be. Yeah, the pearl, I just had that. It has to be like 20 years old. So I don't even know if they have it still. I just used what was on the shelf. I just thought, ooh, this will look pretty. Okay, so just go ahead and put that down on there. Just kind of center it, press it down. The brand is, Deco Art. So it's Deco Art, and I don't know if you can see that. Metallic, and it says white pearl. Okay, they may still have it. I honestly have no clue if they do. But I just like to use stuff like that. So you can just use silver. I don't have silver right now. I don't know what happened to it. Silver would be really cute on there. Okay, let's get our little snowman assembled. Hi, Lori. How are you? Hi, Terry. Wishing you were still asleep. Oh, have a good day. Oh, you're off to work. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I know the feeling. I truly know the feeling. I do. I'll be off to the other room to work shortly. It happens to the best of us, right? You know, no rest for the weary. Okay, I did miss some areas on this for the shimmer part. Let me see if I can get. Let me just grab that brush and see if there's a little bit left on there. There we go. There we go. I just didn't want it to not have everything on it. Okay, let's assemble our cute little snowman. Remind me to grab the lid off of the ground. My dogs will have it. It's down there somewhere. I never did find the heart that I dropped yesterday. I never found the heart. I just had another one. I had some more in the back room. Yeah, it's attached to something. You know, when you hear it and it bounces on the ground and then it's gone, it's probably on the underneath of this table. It probably bounced up under that. Kind of funny, huh? Okay, so assembling my little snowman. He's got a little teeny tiny nose. That might be tricky to get in there. You might want to do that before you put the hat on. There we go. And then we'll make sure that everything's lined up. Okay, it has two little buttons. Little black buttons here, and then a heart at the bottom. Okay, so 1, 2, uno, dos. And then we'll put the words on the block. So there are other choices, and if you want to get other ones to just use for like decoration. Okay, let's put this in place. Gonna put this on here. Just gonna kind of do it at an angle a little bit. Press it down, and then we're gonna put the words. I still didn't get the top of that. Let me grab that brush again. It's like it's missing on the top of that. I know, too bad work gets in the way. Absolutely. But I love the people that I work for. Okay, so you guys know that last year I gave up the other company that was having a few issues. He was having some issues, and I just didn't want to be part of that, so I gave that up. That was a huge part of my income. You know, I had been doing bookkeeping for him for many, many moons, like I think 12 years. And I gave up that one last year. Do you hear my stomach? My stomach is talking to you guys today. You might hear it in a moment. If I quit flopping my gums, you might hear my stomach go roar. It is talking. It's processing some more of that fish. Yeah, I'm still eating some of John's fish. Okay, there's that one. Isn't this cute? These are so darn cute. Let me get a little bit closer for you guys because that's really far away. There we go. Let me just scooch these over. Aren't these just so cute? Okay, here's Frosty. Let's get Frosty. Let's get all these pieces off of here. So cute, guys. Little Frosty the Snowman. There goes my stomach again. Roar. Okay, let's put the Frosty at the top. And then we're going to paint the ladder. We'll bring the ladder in and we'll paint the ladder. The ladder actually doesn't take very long at all. If you want to do like 2 steps and do a different, like where we use the wax, that would take longer. We're just going to do a standard color. We're just going to use our light buttermilk to do it. Here, let's just go ahead and get our snowman on here. I like to use Aleene's Tacky Glue. If you're new, that is what I like to use because it's forgiving. I can move stuff. If I got it in the wrong place, I can still move it for the first like 10 to 15 minutes, which sometimes it takes that. Sometimes you have to do that. Okay, this little snowflake is right over the corner, or not the corner, like where the knot would be. right there. And then there is a little button. I gotta still do the nose. Button goes there. Heart goes down here. I think we picked the right ones. Does it go that way or this way? Let me see. It goes this way. Okay. And then his little carrot nose. Okay. Aren't these so cute? Oh my gosh. So like I said, you could buy extras and you could do, where's my lid? I see it. I see it down here. I can see it. Okay. It didn't bounce underneath. Okay. So there's your little blocks. And let me just make sure everything is lined up. Okay. Let me press it down really good. Let me get that nose just right. Okay. All right. I think we're good to go. Let's move these to the side and let's paint our ladder. I know. Isn't it fun? I just love it. So here's the whole ladder. Some of you already have the ladder. So let me go in so that you can see everything now. Okay. More. There we go. Okay, so there's 3 layers, and this is made out of the 1/8 inch Baltic birch. So if you have your other blocks, they may just stick out further. That's all. So these will all fit in all of the same ladders that you had before. If you need to, just sometimes it might just be like off by just a fraction. Just sand your edge a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna do this top part black, and we're gonna do this light buttermilk. Don't paint this part because you're gonna glue that together. You don't paint that part. Okay, so I'm gonna bring a board in just to set it on it. Okay, and light buttermilk, and then this is black. How's that gonna work? How about like that? All right, so we have our light buttermilk. And we're just gonna shake it, and let me grab, I can use my black brush probably, but it's kind of buried. Okay, so light buttermilk, and then we'll ink the edges. Okay. So this is just light buttermilk. That's probably enough for the whole thing, probably. I'm gonna just quickly brush it on there, and then we will do our roof. So I like to show you this now and again. We've done many of these, but it's been a while since we made this, the ladder part. So I like to just kind of revisit it because we get new people on here and they may want to know how do you do the ladder. And instead of going back a year to my videos, you can see this one. So every now and again, I'll just do a new ladder. And also, I take my ladders to my craft shows sometimes, and I'll sell them, and then I have to make more. So it kind of gives me the opportunity to make a few more new ones when I do that. And I like to have a couple of them around my house. I don't just have one ladder. I usually have like 2 or 3 or 4 ladders with different blocks, seasonal or house ones. They don't always have to be seasonal. They might be the ladybug one. They might be the bumblebee, the bee one. Okay, I'm just going to try to smooth this out and dry it. I'm not going to I don't have to have like 2 coats and have it completely solid. I kind of like the see-through look, and I'm going to ink it too. So I'm just trying to get it so that everything is smooth when it dries. I think it's fine like that. Okay, so let's do the black, and of course I'm wearing my paint. Of course I am. I have to. I always have to wear paint. All right, let's do the roof part. This is black. All right, T. I cannot get away with just painting without getting some on myself. Are you all the same way? Because I tell you, I try not to be messy, but I just can't accomplish. I cannot accomplish painting without having some of it on me, wearing it, my fingers, my elbow, my wrist. It just happens. Okay, so you could do gray if you want to do gray. I'm going to do black. We're going to dry this. We'll sand it. We'll glue it together, and it'll be ready to go. And we will tape it. So we'll tape it so that it stays. We will use our blue painter's tape because you don't want it moving. When you glue this, you want it to stay where it's supposed to be. It's never fun, and if you try to pry it apart, it probably break. Thank you. I love this snowman too. I think they're so adorable. And I'll show you guys again because some of you just hopped on. I have the little stands. I'm going to add the stands to to the shop also, so that you can, if you want extra blocks, you can just purchase the stands. And I did paint up all of them. So if you saw on my page, I was asking which one should I paint. I did paint all of the blocks. I have all of them here. Once I put them in here, I'll show you guys again. Okay, let's grab our little ink pad. And we're going to ink the edges. Let me make sure there's no paint, because I don't want to get it onto my ink pad. Okay, let's move this thing. We're done with this. We can move that. Let's ink their edges, and then we will assemble this. We don't need to ink the top because the roof goes there. We'll just start like right here and ink our edges. We can go inside. If you get too much, just grab your paper towel with water on it, or Clorox wipe. You can wipe some of this off. Okay, so don't ever be afraid that, hey, I'm doing it wrong and I got too much. Well, you know what? You can grab your paper towel. It's water soluble. This ink is, so it'll come off if you get too much. All right, now I'm just kind of going around. You could use a little dauber thing if you want to. I just find that if I just do this, it works. And I'm going to put some up and down. I'm just going to kind of put a few streaks up and down like that. You could dry brush too. So dry brushing would work good. And let's do the roof. Even though this is brown, it will put some color on the roof. So it will do a little bit of coloring on the roof, even though this ink pad is brown. So this is the Memento Luxe Espresso Truffle. Hi, Sandy. How are you? I know the stands are really, really cute. So these stands, I'll have a set of 4 of them that you can use for different things. They just slide together, okay? And then you can take your little blocks. If you have extra blocks, you can just put them on the stand, and they just stand like that. I know it's hard to see from that angle. Okay, let's glue this together. We'll put all of our little blocks in there, and then I will show you all the other blocks, because some of you hopped on after I had already showed all the blocks. I painted all the blocks up so that I can see, because I'm like, there's 9 blocks. I can't decide which ones I like best. So I laid them all out, and I was like, okay, what will everybody else like? And I came up, this was the one I came up with, the combination right there with those 3, but there's 6 other blocks. Okay, so I'll show you all the other blocks. Okay, so I put a decent amount of glue. I don't use hot glue on this because I don't want it to be thick and lumpy. I just line it up, and then I'm going to tape it with my blue painter's tape so it doesn't move, okay? And we'll leave the blue painter's tape on for about 10 minutes usually, so that it stays and it sets up, okay? So got it all like that. Now let's put the roof on. My stomach is really talking today, guys. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Pardon me. It's just going roar. Yep, it is processing some food. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So, hi Nancy, how are you? Hi Sandy. Hi Beatrice. Let me see if I missed anybody. I don't know if I said hi, Carol. Hi, Carol. Okay, so here's our ladder, but let's do this. Let's tape it before we put any of our blocks in. Okay, so I'm going to use my blue painter's tape. I don't have any thin. I only have my thick, but that's okay. All right, so I can just cut some strips because I don't need it to be that thick. Okay, so I'm going to make sure it's lined up completely. You don't want it to be off at all because you want this to stand. You know, it's going to stand up like this, and you don't want it to be off. So you want this to not move on you. Okay, so you're gonna tape the bottom, or you're just going to be patient. You're going to let it sit there. Okay, so most of you guys don't have to immediately put anything in it. So you can just let it sit. Just make sure that it doesn't move. Okay, so I'm going to put a few more here and there. All right, so how about if we put one right here in the center, and then one on this side, and then we'll put one at the top. Okay, and that'll be enough to hold it in place so that it doesn't move on us. We just don't want it to move and be off, and then it's just stuck that way. Then you're stuck that way. Hi, Nana's Crafty. This Nana's Crafty. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Making our little leaning ladder. So this is our 10th day of Christmas in July. That there's all the different days. You can always go back and look at everything. So I have it on my VIP group and on here. So some of it's here, some of it's there. All right, so, okay, so we taped it to keep it that way. These holes are in case your blocks are tight. Sometimes, guys, you know, things happen and the block might be tighter than other times. We're gonna put this one in the center, and you might just have to push just a little bit. I really want this one at the top. And I kind of feel like this needs to go at the bottom. Guess what? My little snowman moved. I should have taped him. Okay, he's gonna go at the bottom, right down here. And you might have to push, if you're going to hang it on the wall, which you can, you've seen me hang these on the wall, you are going to, this one's always a little bit tighter. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. So when it's time to pop it out, you can just push your finger here. So you can just go, boop, you're out of there. Boop, you're out of there. Boop, you're out of there. Okay, so that's why there's a hole at the back. Because otherwise they could get stuck in there and not come out. And then you would be going, how do I get this out of here? Right? So there you go. If you're going to put it on the wall, I would suggest rolling up a piece of blue painter's tape and having it underneath of it so that it just stays. So isn't this so cute? I just love this. Oh, thank you. Doing good. Doing good. So happy it's Friday. I tell you. Okay, let me bring out all the other blocks. So I said I painted all of the blocks. Here's the other ones that are available. Okay, I'm just going to put them here. I think this is the set that, I think it was like this. Okay, so this is the other sets that are available. Okay, I painted all of them. So I have another set of this one too. I'll end up taking them to my craft show to sell them. Aren't they so cute? See why I couldn't decide. I just could not decide. It just was too much. So what I'll do is I will have these available as well. And like I said, you can just take your little stand and you can put some of them in the stand. So let me just, thank you. I love it. So if you love this, give me some hearts. And if you have questions, you can send me a message. These will be over in my shop. So let me just put the link here too. The link is at the top, but sometimes people get confused. And I'm just going to put the link in the descriptions right there. So there's my shop. I haven't added it. I wanted to take a picture of it all done. So it's right there. I know, I like the skates too. I think the skates are really, really cute. I have the option where I could make these larger too. Larger would be really super cute. Okay, let me put you up to myself here. We go. Let me just do this. Let me do this. All right, there we go. So if you're wondering, some of you asked me how do I put myself in the corner? How do I have a camera facing down? I use Switcher Studios, which works for me. If you are going to broadcast onto somebody else's page, they have to enable Switcher Studios to be there. So sometimes I go onto our team page, Team Rock Your Chalk, and I have to give it permission for Switcher Studios. Okay, I want to show you the little stand. Okay, so you can just put the stand together, and if you wanted to have, yeah, it fits together really easily. It does, honest. Okay, you could just put some of these blocks on here. So if you wanted to order extra blocks, you could do that. Let me just get a little bit closer. All right, so you could do that. So you can have a whole bunch of them. I have several stands right here. These could go onto tiered trays. These could go onto a shelf. These could go on your desk. So anyways, if you liked other ones and you're like, I really like that one too, you can mix and match by buying this set and that set. Okay. And here is how this looks. Isn't it just so cute? I'm going to leave that blue painter's tape on until I've cleaned up all of my paintbrushes. That's about how long it takes for the glue to set. Once I have all my paintbrushes cleaned up, then I'm usually good to go. How fun is that? Don't you just love it? I love the leaning ladders. And these just lean. However, you've seen me put them on the wall. So you can put the little Velcro little things on the command strips. You can put those on the back. Like I said, if you're gonna put it on the back, I mean, put it on the wall and hang it straight up and down instead of leaning it, you're going to take a piece of blue painter's tape, just roll it up on the back of it so that it stays in there. Isn't that so fun? I just love it. Let me give myself some hearts. I love it so much, I'm going to give myself some hearts. There we go. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to go clean up my mess, and I have to start my day soon, my work day. Yeah. Have a wonderful Friday. Yay! It's Friday, guys. Yay, we made it. Another week. Another week. So, day by day, we're going to make it through this world, right? One day at a time. One day at a time. And we have a wonderful weekend coming up. Lots of fun stuff for people, right? I'm going to try to get more videos done. I'm going to try to do that glow-in-the-dark skeleton. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that. The t-shirt. Okay, I love you guys. Have a wonderful Friday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.